Cues on the move. We are here in this month of February, and we are excited to usher in Black History Month. I'm your man. I'm Brother Donald Williams II, the proud 2nd District Chairman for the Fatherhood Initiative and Mentoring Committee. And my co-host is my good friend, Brother Jeff Diggs. Diggs is the Deputy Chairman for this fine committee that represents 75 chapters from across 5 states: New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Pennsylvania, and Maryland. Brother Diggs, your opening remarks.
To reach the next generation of listeners, and especially to our young people, and we're really trying to reach the young men. We're trying to reach the fathers of these children throughout this country, not only just the 2nd District. Our aim and our goal is to involve everyone, the public, whether you're, you don't have to be a part of Divine Nine or any other organization. If you have a great message and you have a way for us to reach children and to help our men to become better fathers, we want to hear from you. And our message is to deliver what we're doing in the 2nd District as a mega man. And with that, Don, we thank you and turn it back over to you.
Hey, family and friends, it's a new year. It's a new day. Many folks are making New Year's resolution. I'm reminded of a computer hard drive, if I might. It's time to reassess. It's time to reboot. It's time to reset. It's time to think differently about 2021. And so COVID is still here. We experienced, we witnessed the darkest day in our country's history, and certainly the darkest day in our generation, the day after the first cues on the move. Wednesday, January the 6th, we witnessed a violent mob attack that stormed the U.S. Capitol, that attempted to disrupt the democratic process of certifying the president's election. On the second Wednesday, January the 13th, we witnessed the second impeachment of the 45th President of the United States. On the third Wednesday, January the 20th, we celebrated the swearing in of the 46th President of the United States, Joe Biden, and the Vice President, first African-American Kamala Harris, as Vice President. A lot is going on. My message is really simple. Hey, as we enter this new month and this new year, it's fast-paced, family, and it's a new day, and it calls for a new thinking. We need you to be flexible, some agility as we press forward in a new world that's emerging right in plain sight. Brother Diggs, let me tell you, I am excited about the 2nd District strategic direction. We are intentional about working together for a greater impact. I'm excited about that. Can you share the planned activities?
Yes, basic. For the month of February, we want every chapter to connect with their students and families for a planned district-wide mentoring activities. We have a few activities coming up this month. February 13th is going to be the Father and Son NBA Video Tournament. This is an event that's sponsored by Ada Pi chapter of East Orange, New Jersey. However, this is virtual, so everyone can participate in this. On February 20th, there's going to be the Alfred Street Baptist Church will hold a virtual college fair. You can register for this at alfredstreet.org. It's alfredstreet.org. Okay, and on February 27th, we have a big event coming up. We're going to have one of the major events for young men that was traditionally been hosted in Montgomery County, Maryland, that we're going to go virtual this year with the 2nd District, and that's the Youth Leadership Conference. And we're going to be combining with also this year with our Assault on Literacy Committee. So we're going to have the Game Changers conference along with our Assault on Literacy on February 27th. This is going to be a major event. So family and friends, we're going to need your help. We're going to need you to get the word out on this and get to your circle of influence. The registration links will be coming out. We're going to work it out that every chapter is going to have this information. So reach out to any Omega Man in the 2nd District, ask for this information so that we can get this done. With that, brother Chair, we're back to you.
For the Game Changer Conference, we are really excited. This started in Montgomery County with Mighty Menu chapter. We've been at it for 10 years, so 2021. Of course, we got to do this in a virtual environment. I need for you to register at www.thegameconference.org, www.thegameconference.org. This is for boys and girls. This is for fathers and mothers. This is a family conference. We want to uplift. We want to share information. We want to encourage you to be successful in this environment. And so as we pivot, again, as I started at the beginning, we are excited about this February Black History Month. We are so proud to join other organizations across the nation in celebrating Black History Month, launched by a gifted and talented, iconic Omega Man, known as the father of Black History Month, Dr. Carter G. Woodson. I'm quite sure you're going to hear more about him in one of our guest speakers. Did you know, since 1976, every American president has proclaimed February as Black History Month. And so that's probably a good segue, Brother Diggs, to go right into our conversation. We have two superstars as our guests this evening. They're going to put a spotlight on Black History Month. They're going to put a spotlight on mentorship. And they're going to talk to you about some exciting initiatives that the 2nd District is undertaking. We have Brother Holiday, 2nd District Committee Chairman for AOIC. And then we are excited to have Brother Dr. Shawn Joseph, Director of Howard University Urban Superintendent Academy. And so with that, Brother Holiday, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, talk about who your first mentor was in any order, talk about your Black History moment, and talk about, I know you're going to talk about one of your heroes.
Yes.
You have my time, my brother.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Xavier Holiday. I am the chair of the Assault on Literacy of a Literacy Committee with the 2nd District of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. And I am proud to say that through mentoring, it changed my life. There was several people that were major influences in my life, but I'm going to start off with one, and his name is Joseph Bivens III. He was a reading teacher, and he took a liking of me as he was speaking with one of his colleagues who was my teacher at the time. He was not my teacher. And he said, "Who is this well-established man ready to work?" And my teacher introduced me to him, and he said, "Listen, son, I want to remind you of something. No matter what you do, understand that reading is your power, and it will make a difference for you." Now, I did not know later on, as I received an award from one of our mandated programs, Project Aspiration, that this man would be present at this time to present the award to me, realizing that he was an Omega man himself. So that was a life-changing situation for me. And I never forgot that conversation on the importance of reading. But then as I began picking up books at our local library at Phyllis Wheatley, there was a lady, librarian, who was the director of Phyllis Wheatley Library located in Rochester, New York, upstate. Her name was Miss Brantley. And Miss Brantley introduced me to a book entitled The Miseducation of the Negro by Dr. Carter G. Woodson. And as I read that book, it explained to me the power of controlling the minds of people in which you don't have to do anything anymore. Their mind will tell them what to do. And I realized that the power of reading will guide me towards having the mind of healthy living and healthy choices, not only for myself and my family, but the race as well, and the community race, the human race. And so that was a life-changing experience. And then when we talk about assault on illiteracy started in 1980 with a number of individuals that recognized that there was a number of Black and brown folks that could not read. Approximately 44% of Black Americans could not either read or comprehend beyond a 4th grade level. So along with these national organizations and the Black Media Incorporation, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity joined in as an organization to attack this pandemic of sorts. And what we do within the committee is infuse ourselves and our mission with other chapters within the district to promote literacy in every sense of the word. And with that being said, I think I covered those points right there, brother. If you have any other questions, by all means, share them.
We'll continue.
All right.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be picking your brains.
Okay.
And so that's a good segue. We're pleased to have Shawn Joseph, and we're excited about him joining us this evening. Dr. Joseph was the former superintendent in Nashville, Tennessee. He's a longtime educator. He's at Howard University. He brings a wealth of experience. And we asked Dr. Joseph to lend his gifts and talents in the Fatherhood Initiative and Mentoring Committee. One of the plays that we've been running is for every Omega man to mentor 2 students. We got 75 chapters. We want every Omega man to mentor 2 students, one in the 3rd grade and one in the 8th grade. And he is taking on this challenge of bringing literacy together with the mentoring piece. Dr. Shawn Joseph, again, thank you for taking time out.
No, it's so great to be here with the brothers, the brotherhood. I can tell you, mentors changed my life, and that's why I'm so committed and passionate about this work. I grew up in New York on Long Island in a low part town, Central Islip, and we didn't see Black men leading, and we didn't see Black men who were college educated in my particular town. But that changed for me one day when my best friend Rodney's mother came in the room one day and told us, I'm gonna take y'all gonna go down to Hempstead Baptist Church, and it's some Black men there, and y'all need to meet with them every week. And we're like, man, we don't want to go meet with nobody. What are you talking about? But lo and behold, she took us to Hempstead Baptist Church, and that was the first time I heard of a fraternity. But the actual fraternity was Alpha Phi Alpha. The Alpha men on Long Island had a mentoring program that they were starting, and they were going to take people on a historically Black college tour. But to go on the tour, you had to read this book, Jonathan Livingston Seagull. So we read the book, and it told us about the fact that people don't expect seagulls to fly, and they don't expect seagulls to fly high. But there was this seagull named Jonathan, who was determined to not only fly but fly better than any bird in the air. And they talked to us about the plight of Black men in America. That like the seagull, some folks don't expect Black men to aspire and break new heights and be better and faster and stronger. Those lessons those men taught me brought me to Lincoln University. Now at Lincoln, of course, it was beta chapter of Omega Psi Phi fraternity. So I had to tell the brothers, listen, I appreciate what y'all did for me, but it's some brothers in purple and gold that look like they just a cut above, the rest. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I think the lesson learned, and one of my mentor, Howard, at the time, when I went and talked to him about actually joining Omega, he said to me, Shawn, he said, the fact is, I really don't care if you're an alpha, an omega, a kappa. What I need you to be is a strong Black man. He said, you'll always be my brother, regardless of what fraternity you choose to join. Join the one that makes sense to you. But whichever fraternity you join, make sure you go out and help other people and show people what Black manhood looks like. And so I've taken that message from him, for the past almost 40 years now, trying to do right by our community. So I'm really excited about the second district initiative that we have, because we have an opportunity to really ensure that Black young men see that reading is something that Black men do and can do well. It's a shame that 3 out of 4 children in America do not read on grade level. That is a crisis. And I think as a community, the men within our community need to step up and help solve that crisis. So I'm thankful that Omega in the second district is answering the call with our goal to identify, Omega men who are willing to reach out and mentor these young men in a systemic way over time, because our children need us now more than ever.
And that is absolutely great. But let me just say this. This mess is coming off time, but the blessing in that is we got time. So with that, what recommendation would you have for the chapters throughout Omega? Whether it's here in Maryland, New York, or in China.
Yeah, what's important is that I think, one, brothers got to commit to the time. If you're going to be a mentor, you got to commit to being a mentor long term. This isn't something that maybe I'll do, maybe I don't, maybe I show up sometimes, maybe I don't. First, we got to make a commitment that we can give at least 2 hours a week, to 1 or 2 young men. Think about it. We have 80 chapters in the second district. If each chapter just mentored, 10 children in each chapter, for example, that'd be 800 people, men touched. So it's powerful. We just got to make the commitment, and I think we have to have a simple, a systemic process for mentoring. An opportunity to how we go about engaging and what the focus is. But that's something I think we can collectively work on to scale, because we have to scale the initiative with quality. So we need commitment, we need a strong program, and we need brothers to just come out and execute in the Omega way.
Well, given that, with Brother Holiday, with Assault on Literacy, it's like you guys are working in concert there, know? And I'm sure that, I've known that they've had a plan for a while with distributing books and all. But now that we're here in COVID season, I hate to put you on the spot with this, Brother Holiday, but has there been a backup plan? Another plan, considering that, we're no longer, we cannot be face to face with our children for a while.
Well, as you know, brother, Omega always arrives to the occasion. And just recently, during our Founders Day, November 17th of 2020, we had what you call Read Across the District throughout the second district. And our sole purpose of that was to have men of Omega join into different districts, different schools around all 5 states that we serve, and join in and read to different classrooms. And we were able to do that with success. And with the leadership of our second district representative, Brother Kelvin Ampofo, and Brother First Vice, Brother Delrico Gales, we've did a phenomenal job, man. Brothers just stepped up and rose to the occasion and just took time to read to these beautiful kids. And the beauty of it is that they were engaged and they had an opportunity to see Black educated men that look just like them read a story that is culturally responsive and connects with them. And also the teachers were pleased and continued asking for more of this. So we're just giving a sample of what we did in our presentation February 27th. So you'll get a piece of that from a few of our brothers, and just enjoy what we do. And we have other events that are taking place that are similar virtually. We did this, and it was a remarkable experience, challenging at first, but as you know, once again, Omega rise to the occasion. We have different resources that we're putting in place to make certain that we have a more seamless situation now that we worked out the kinks. But it was a success. All right. Yes. How are you?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to working diligently and closely with you two brothers, so that we can take this to another level with fatherhood and mentoring. It has been especially important that we connect our fathers back with the children and the families and so forth. It's been a labor of love for the past few years with Don and I, and up until this year, and we don't know what's going to happen, but we were using the Maryland General Assembly fighting for the fathers every year. To bring some equity to them, and maybe this is one of the things with this COVID season, it has brought its share of blessings along with its issues, and maybe this is a way that now we can actually help educate those fathers, get those fathers to connect with their children, and maybe through reading, and inspire them, and to, like I said, to get these youngsters connected with successful Black men, whether they go to college or not. If you take up a trade, there's great opportunities, and so you go, the guy who's a great mechanic, just connect with someone who has an accounting degree, start a business, you partner and you utilize those things. So Brother Williams, I'm sure you have some further questions here.
Well, I'm just enjoying the conversation to see Omega excellence on display. As I'm listening to your message, if not now, then when? COVID-19, I like to ask the question, what if God birthed you for this moment? What if he birthed us to provide that leadership? If not now, then when? If not us, then who? We are Mega Sci-Fi. And so I'm excited. The sense of urgency is now. It's clearly now. And our baby boys and girls, they need Omega leadership in our community. I like to go back to what Dr. Joseph was saying. Hey, mentoring is important even more than now. But you can't be leaving them. We're asking brothers to mentor 2 students and be consistent and be engaged. We only ask those brothers that's going to be consistent and engaged. If you lukewarm, we can't afford to finish the sentence. And so I'm excited. We got nothing but opportunity. 365 days. I think we're down to 332 days. Okay, and opportunity to make a difference in the community and take it to the next level. And you two brothers, I'm just much love. I mean, God will send you what you need, Jeff. And we are excited about February the 27th. It's the 2nd District Leadership Conference. We're teaming. We're trying to show this collaboration model. We're teaming with Assault on Illiteracy. Brother Holiday, thank you so much for having a heart to serve with the fatherhood and mentoring. And we want to impact over 500, I'm tempted to say 800 folks in a Zoom platform on February the 27th. We got something for everybody. We're looking for our mothers. We're looking for our fathers. We have a parent workshop and our guardians. So if you are working directly with young people, with dads, you want to be in February the 27th, the GAIN conference. It's the 2nd District Conference. We are so excited to be working in collaboration And it's going to be a great time in terms of information sharing, equipping you with information to go back to your family. And so we ask you to support that initiative. And Jeff, I can talk all day, but we on a time limit here. What are your closing remarks?
Well,
First
just,
off, excuse me, let me go back to our guests. What are your closing remarks? And then we'll finish with you, all right?
Thank you. Dr. Joseph, you can go first.
Sure. Well, I'll say I'm excited about what the future holds for the second district and for Omega. I think if we embrace this vision of impacting these young men by entering their lives and showing them the love of reading, and then showing them what manhood, scholarship, perseverance, and uplift are all about, we can make a tremendous contribution to our communities. And seeing how it's Black History Month, I do want to acknowledge and thank all the people out there who are educating and teaching their children that we have an awe-inspiring history. And I want you to speak to your children, about attending a historically Black college. Historically Black colleges only represent 3% of the universities in the country, but 80% of our Black judges, 50% of our Black doctors, and 50% of our Black lawyers come out of historically Black colleges. When you think of the field of dentistry, for example, 40% of Black dentists come from Howard University and Meharry Medical College in America, 40% from those two institutions. So our Black colleges are doing a lot in this moment, and they're more important now than ever. So if you live in a community close to a Black college, make sure you get your children on it. And if you don't, it's worth the drive.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Brother Holiday.
All right. Brothers, I'd like to close by saying that it's important that we continue encouraging brothers to pick up the books that guides them towards a space that no one else can, their minds, opening up their minds and taking it to another place. Malcolm X said it, and he could not say it any clearer. Education is the passport to the future. For those who prepare for it today shall lead. And our responsibility in mentorship as Omega men is to guide our Black and brown kids to the future so that they can and must lead. All right, brothers, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so Don, I'll give you the final word. So I'll just go next. In closing, I just ask everyone to share this information when it comes across your social media platform. It's all important that we reach out to the public and to educate and connect with as many people as we possibly can. You'll see this on the Facebook platform, but more importantly, go to the Second District Fatherhood and Mentoring. If you just put it in Google, you'll find a YouTube channel in which you will find an array of a lot of videos from a lot of people in the community, not just Omega Men, various topics, various people in the community. So, and when you see yourself there and you have something valuable to share, reach out to us. We would love to get that information out there. So the Second District Fatherhood and Mentoring YouTube channel, we just ask you to go out there and visit that. With that, I just say continue to stay safe. And Brother Williams.
Hey, as we draw to a close for Cues on the Move, we see you on next Tuesday. But before we go, I got some remarks. We want you to be history makers. We want to encourage you to sit down with members of your own family. There's history within your own family. Let's take time out while we have nothing but time in this moment to get to know our history makers. And my young people, be a history maker. We witnessed at the great swearing in, Amanda Gorman. She's 22 years old, a Harvard graduate. The hill we climb. Did you know she had a speech impediment? Did you know she had a mentor at age 5 that encouraged her to use her voice through writing. Use her voice through writing. And boy, did she deliver. And so that's a Black History moment. We want to encourage you to use your voice. And I end with this quote: "It is not your environment. It is you, the quality of your mind, the integrity of your soul, and the determination of your will that will determine your future and shape your life." And so, family and friends, thank you so much for joining this segment of Cues on the Move. And we'll see you on next Tuesday. And to our guests, thank you so much for joining us. Brother Diggs, much love. All my love we give to Megan.
And
Thank you,
remember to wash your hands and stay 6 feet away from people that you don't live with. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
and wear your mask. Keep your guard up. Watch your distance. Love you.